Hello, and welcome again to the Time-Ticking YouTube channel. Today we're going to be discussing the IWC Da Vinci watch and its impact on the watch industry. So stick with us for this intro, and we're going to have a look at this awesome timepiece with you. Now, Leonardo da Vinci himself was a powerful innovator, inventor, and creative mind in human history. His artistry and his ingenuity helped inspire creativity up even till today. Much akin to this groundbreaking individual, IWC's 1985 Da Vinci was a perpetual calendar watch that set a new standard for innovation in watchmaking. So much so that other variations of this reference 3750 design from IWC are still spoken about in horological circles, nearly 35 years from the original 1985 release. Though IWC has top sellers in other styles, namely the Big Pilots and Portugizer, the Da Vinci is arguably the brand's most innovative watch line. It is a wristwatch series of firsts both inside and outside of IWC, but it took some time to reach its highest heights of success. Before the 1985 release of the Da Vinci Perpetual calendar, there was a Da Vinci watch that predated all others from the watch line. In the late 1960s, Swiss watchmakers generally were trying to get ahead of the curve with a new revolution in watchmaking, the quartz movement. What was to become a full-blown crisis for Swiss watchmakers was looming just over the horizon. It was during this time that the Swiss really wanted to match the cost efficiency and accuracy of Japanese quartz movements. As a result, a quartz movement dubbed the Beta 21 was developed by 21 watchmakers, thus the name, with IWC included. After lending their support for the Beta 21, IWC began designing a watch to house this new electronic component. Being IWC's very first watch to implement the Beta 21, the Da Vinci Quartz Electronic was a unique move for their otherwise mechanical brand. Regarding uniqueness, the case design from the 1969 Beta 21 Da Vinci Quartz Electronic was hexagonal. It's an alien-looking case design compared to their contemporary luxury designs, which feature more sleek and rounded features. However, it was this boldness, combined with the Beta 21 movement, that made this a viable, reliable, and unique timepiece through the 1970s. By the 1980s, it was considered niche to return to making mechanical watches for most watch brands. There were very few folks left, other than collectors and the like, who wanted new ideas in mechanical watchmaking. But after a few evolutions of the Da Vinci Quartz Electronic and the Beta 21 movement, IWC wanted to try something new with the Da Vinci watch line. This switch back to a mechanical movement would prove to be a great step forward in reinvigorating mechanical watchmaking. This is where our topical piece, the Da Vinci Perpetual calendar, comes into play. This watch of firsts was developed under the powerful guidance of master watchmaker and engineer Kurt Klaus. Klaus was hired by then IWC Chief Executive Officer Günter Blümlein to develop sports watches. However, recognizing Klaus's prowess for mechanical watch design, IWC put him front and center for a project later codenamed Operation Eternity. Being Klaus's sort of Vitruvian man, the Da Vinci Perpetual calendar solidified his prowess in horological creativity. Retrospectively, the early draftings for this watch's complications look like a series of Leonardo da Vinci level instructions. When Klaus's vision was finally completed and manufactured, it debuted at the Basel Watch Fair in 1985 to massive fanfare. There were plenty of reasons for this. It was the first watch to integrate a perpetual calendar into an automatic chronograph movement. It was the first watch to have an autonomous perpetual calendar, which could be adjusted on the crown, and it breathed a breath of fresh air into an otherwise quartz-dominated world. After the debut of the Da Vinci Perpetual calendar, it seemed that the art of complex mechanical watchmaking wasn't going the way of the dinosaur. A year after IWC dropped this bombshell into the world of watchmaking, they also debuted another first. In 1986, IWC released the first ceramic case wristwatch, with the Klaus-designed Perpetual calendar movement in tow. Giving the Da Vinci Perpetual calendar watch a slick, all-black case design was a beautiful choice in terms of aesthetics. On top of this, it made the watch a whole lot more scratch-resistant. The use of ceramic on watch cases has become a trademark of the watch industry ever since, if nothing else but to add a bit more luxury to both mid-range and high-end timepieces. By 1995, fans of the 1985 release of the Da Vinci Perpetual calendar saw a re-release of the Da Vinci watch line, alongside a few other new releases. This 10-year commemorative solidified the brand's top sellers, as well as celebrated their innovations in the industry. A lot of IWC's catalog was so successful up to that point that they still continue to recreate the Da Vinci and other classics to this day. As a watch line, the Da Vinci isn't going anywhere anytime soon. Indeed, through more recent years up until now, IWC has continued to release new iterations of their Da Vinci, as well as vintage versions with their classic hexagonal case design. With half a century under its belt, the Da Vinci from IWC will retain its value as a strong player in the world of modern watchmaking. With the Da Vinci Perpetual calendar bringing the art of complex mechanical watchmaking back to the mainstream, one can hope that another Kurt Klaus comes along to show us another great innovation in design. After all, the art of making mechanical timepieces has been around nearly as long as the Da Vinci name itself, and is deserving of the greatest minds in engineering. Hello, and thanks for watching our YouTube video today. If you enjoyed it, please give it a like, and you can find similar videos right here. For more new and interesting content from Time Sticking on our channel, please subscribe at the link here. And for more information about wristwatch repair and watch maintenance generally, you can find us at timesticking.com. Thanks so much and have a great day.